Midjourney have just released an incredible update, and it's a real game changer when it comes to Midjourney, because now you can edit existing images and existing photographs, and it's really impressive and a lot of fun. And as you'll find out later on, you can get some hilarious outcomes. Anyway, let's check it out. So anybody watching my channel will know I'm a big fan of Midjourney when it comes to image generation, but that's all you can really do with it. It's, really good, really powerful, great images, very artistic. But now they have introduced the ability to upload and then edit existing photographs. For instance, in this image here, I am not wearing a suit. Yeah. This was created using Midjourney's new app, new update, and I'm going to be showing you how I did it. So as I said, this is wearing a nice suit, as is this, very nice suit. But what I want you to take a look at in particular is here, the neckline, the way that the shirt there has a slight gap between my neck and the shirt itself, the collar. And then on this one, right, my arms are apart in this photograph, and look how it pulls here at this suit, as though I'm stretching my arms apart and therefore kind of stretching the suit apart. And as I said, I'll show you how I did it. All you need to do in this case, upload an image. So I uploaded this image here, just a simple image. And what you can do, so this is a bit like generative fill that you get on Adobe Firefly and now Adobe Photoshop. But in the first case, let's just be quite rough. You can just erase what I'm wearing there. Okay, so I'm just using the erase button here, and then in here we put Hawaiian shirt and then just press submit. So nice and simple at this stage. Let's keep things simple. Okay, so there you go, simple as that. And as with Midjourney, you get 4 different examples. But what I showed this to my son, and he was like nonplussed, because then I explained to him, that's not my Hawaiian shirt. I don't own that Hawaiian shirt. Again, look at the way, especially on this side here, less so on this side of my neck, but here, it has that kind of almost natural fit around my neck there and chest. Let's have a look at some other ones here. Again here, I mean, you can probably slightly tell on this side. And again here, but we can go back to the original image, click on this. Let's do the full suit. Again, I'm just going to go up to those things. And then we're going to put here classic English shirt and tie, right? And let's just submit that one. Okay, so very interesting ensemble. That's what it thinks is an English tailored suit. Let's see what other suits. There we go. Look at the tweed there. Very nice. And again, look at the neckline there. Very impressive. I'm not quite sure. It's a bit sort of small. It's look like a kind of from a toy figure here. But again, here as well, again, look at the neckline. It sort of captured it quite well. The way, you see the shadow there, it sort of fitted it on quite well. But there you go. At first glance, I mean, sure, with it, like as with any AI image, if you stare at it long enough, you can begin to see the faults and stuff. But overall, very, very impressive. I'll show you some more examples that I've done. So here, here is a sort of version of me for my Call of Duty Black Ops stream. So I'm going to be doing a Call of Duty Black Ops stream. So in this case, all I did is I uploaded the image of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, the main image, and then I added a reference. So you can add reference images. So in this case, I use these reference images. So like you used to on Midjourney, you could put your sort of C ref, and then it would use the reference image to help influence it. I use that and then put bold, shaven-headed man in 40s with, let's go, short, trimmed beard and glasses. Okay, submit that edit. Again, I'm going to wipe out the glasses here, and then in the top here, I put wearing blue framed glasses. Let's see if it understands that. There we go. It's just changed the glasses to sort of blue. See which versions they've got. I mean, that's quite cool. I quite like that one. I'm going to download that one. You can upscale it to the gallery, or you can download the image. Download that one. In addition to that, you can also stylize photographs. So let's go new here. Let's upload this photograph here. And then what we can do, retexture at the top. And then I'm going to add a reference file. Why don't we use this texture style? And I'm just going to use this imagery here, and then Japanese woman with short blonde hair having coffee in modern art collage style. Okay, and see what comes up with that. Have a look at these. It's interesting. Again, the eyes look a bit weird there. But as you can see, it's sort of stylized it based on this kind of artwork that I've used. So it's retextured it based on this artwork that I've used. Quite a cool one, that one. Yeah, that's terrible. The eyes look well wonky. Look like they've collage been like a collage and been cut out. Quite like that one. I've done another one here. Really cool retexturing. Yeah, that's a nice one. That would be better if the eyes were open a bit. But that's quite cool. That's the retexture. Again, you can use a reference, or you don't need a reference picture to retexture the original picture. Let's go to edit now. We can edit this further. Let's make it 16 by 9. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to keep the prompt in and see what it does down this side. It went a bit weird there with the kind of try to put the image in. So I think what I need to do is go back to the original up here, and then we'll just put more of a description of what we want in that space. Coffee shop in the modern art collage style. Let's submit. It may be taking a reference from the face, and that's what's kind of skewing it. Again, it's at a pilot stage. It's not perfect. There's some trial and error on some of the images that I've done. I've used a lot of trial and error to get it right, or at least to the point where I kind of am satisfied with it. Now, that's a bit more interesting. You know, it hasn't gone for the face. It's just gone for a kind of the texture stuff, and the table seems to go along there quite nicely, and it fits in. See what image else we've got in there. See the face is coming in there. That's okay. Yeah, it's recreating the face because I think it's because of the reference. Yeah, I like the first one. And again, you can affect the edits here like you normally can with terms of the weirdness level, variety. Of course, if you personalize it, choose which version you want and stuff like that. So if we went to G6, let's submit that, see what we get. Okay, so it's come back here. And again, I'm using the G6 version of Midjourney here. I'm wondering what sort of difference it makes. And the face coming in there, alternative face. Yeah, I quite like that one. That one's quite good. This one, I think, actually is more in style. The original one here I did. So again, I'm going to download that one. But as you can see, really, really versatile with your ability to retexture existing photographs, alter elements within existing photographs. Again, I'll show you some other examples that I've done. Here's the original image, Darwin Nunez scoring. And originally with this, I went for the retexture version here. And I used this sort of reference of sort of a comic style here and retextured this shot of Darwin Nunez. Now it's interesting because I don't think Midjourney knows who Darwin Nunez is. So it's just gone by the image. And again, if we look at some of the images that we get in a comic book style, it's sort of just gone for random football players. And again, some of them aren't that good, I'd argue. A bit disappointing, but they're definitely in that comic book style. I think this is probably the best one. It looks a bit like Ronaldo. You know, that's quite a good one. That's not too bad. As the original into a comic book style based on this reference here. But again, you don't need to use a kind of image reference. All you need to do, again, you can either edit from a URL image or upload an image. Now, interestingly enough, I did upload this transparency, and you would think that you could just put in the prompt, but you have to sort of, delete the background, even if it's transparent. So in this case, let us erase. I'm going to take out the chair a bit. You don't have to be super precise. And this is the beauty. I don't have to do kind of very fine tuning, just taking out the chair and for reference, everything else. Now I'm just going to do the scene, the background scene. So let's put them in a background scene. Let's see if that works. So man contemplating life, the universe, and everything floating in space with the vastness of the universe behind him and space debris. Don't know if this is going to work. Let's go for it. Yeah, so it has certainly it's working on the whole of the background there. So I didn't have to sort of delete it. So it did work with the transparency element. I just took out the chair part of the original image. Creation failed. Now that maybe that is because let's submit again. Okay, no, it's doing it this time. So there we go. Me in front. There's the sort of slight line around the outside there, as you can see. So it looks like I'm sitting in front of an actual image. I wonder if it works better if I actually upload. We don't want an EG6. Let's go back to 6.1. I'm going to do a new one. I'll upload an image with an actual background. So in this case, a green background. And again, what we need to do is just erase the background. I don't know if you chop a bit of the head off there, hopefully. Get rid of the chair. And then I'll just erase the rest very quickly. You can alter the size of the brush, which I should do here. Make it easy for later. Look, you see I've got a bit of a wonky head. If you need to restore it, you can. Again, change the brush size if I wanted just to. Anyway, so there we go. I've raised the background. And this time I'm also going to put in here hyper real cinematic dynamic, like I would if I was doing a normal Midjourney kind of prompt. Let's see what it does. You can see the chair in the background there, just the shadow of the chair. Oh, it failed again. Submit again. It is in a sort of a beta version, a sort of pilot version. So there may be some issues along the way. But there we go. So there, that works much better. So I think it's much better not to put up a transparency, to put in an image, because you can see, look, it's slightly, so it does look like I'm in front of a sort of a wall or a big poster of space, the universe and everything. I mean, that's the most interesting. And it puts it slightly out of focus. And there's a bit of shadow. It's giving me a bit of hair there. I don't like that. Yeah, this one just looks like I'm in front of a wall with a beautiful kind of image of the universe on it. Although it's quite cool. I quite like it. Let's go back to the original, see what we can do. Okay, man, hyper real. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, so it didn't like it's flagged that, but it's been flagged, that one. Go back to the original, then what we can do here. Man contemplating life, neon street life, neo Tokyo, cinematic dynamic. Okay, let's go for that one then. Let's see whether this works. Okay, so there we go. I've just put dreadlocks. As I said, this could be absolutely terrible. This is what I would look like with dreadlocks. Oh my Lord. It's got the gingerness of my beard. Oh, I look like Mick Hucknall there. That's terrible. Oh, terrible. That's not too bad because they're not ginger dreadlocks. But there we are. If you ever wanted to know what I look like with dreadlocks, that's what I look like. But this is where it works quite well. I mean, I think it works better than maybe the background in this case, because I'm juxtaposing an interior shot of me with an exterior generated background. I think the lighting, you know, doesn't quite work to be convincing that I'm standing in the street. But when you're doing things like changing the hairstyles, like that, yeah, I look terrible with dreadlocks. I look like Mick Hucknall there, and that's horrible. If you're sort of trying to change the hair or the glasses, let's give myself, he needs a nice watch. So let's put Civ watch, modern, slick. Okay, that's what we're going to go. Well, it struggled with that. Look. Nothing. It struggled. That's weird, that one. Interesting. It's just giving me like a bracelet there. Okay, you know what this man needs though? Let's go full. This just goes to show how much you can manipulate this. So let's go full hog here. And what we're going to do, let's get rid of, he needs smartening up. Yeah. Now it's been interesting because the hands sort of cut out there. Classic British suit, shirt and tie. Okay. So this has been interesting. Let's go for this, submit the edit and see what we'll end up with this one. Here's me with the English suit. Very interesting. Look here, look at the hairs. I've either got a pet at home or I'm losing my hair because I've had dreads put in. I quite like that, apart from the fact that he seems to be losing hair here. Maybe this was before, you know, this is the before, this is the after shot, yeah? So here I am, saying I'm fed up with wearing, you know, dreads, want to get my head shaved. And there we go, there's my head shaved. But it just goes to show how sort of versatile it can be. It's not perfect. Not everything has, you know, come out as sort of super slick. But as to say, the ability to change things, to change the size of the photograph, change the styling. You can still do all the editing that you know, normally would when it comes to prompting. You can change the image size here, you know, into sort of portrait. I just wanted to, you know, or I could just drag the here. And then, you know, we could add to, you know, stuff like that. Again, you can change the stylization variables here and the weirdness variables, variety. Again, I've got it on raw here, 6.1. Personalize. If you've personalized Midjourney, you can do all that, and then there's the speed. So really, really versatile in terms of what you can do and concepts. And as I said, if we look at some of these things, if you are like me and you make thumbnails and stuff like that, a thumbnail like this for a Call of Duty stream, again, using my image as a reference is really, really cool and really, really handy. And what's cool about this is that it's blended it in to the style of the original image. If I, for instance, just cut out my face and then just plonked it, cut and pasted it onto this Call of Duty image, the original Call of Duty image, I'd have to be changing the color and the texture of the face. And I'm not that experienced in something like, Photoshop or something like that to kind of get all the graininess the same, the details and the level. Yet here, I would argue that the lighting and some of the graininess and the whole image has sort of blended quite well. So it's much better than if I just cut and pasted, cut out a head and stuck it on. Again, my son, I showed this to my son, he was super impressed because he said, yeah, he got it straight away. He kind of goes, yeah, it genuinely looks like not necessarily me, but a bald-headed man with a beard, is the Call of Duty Black Ops image. And again, the ability to retexture and change things up like that, like this image. And again, this is the original image I used. And, this, again, was stylized it. This one, so retextured it. And then you come out with something quite artistic and quite nice like that. And again, I put it to one side and then filled in one side of the image. So really, really flexible. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm having a lot of fun playing with it. Sometimes it doesn't work really well. And again, with any AI generation or image generation, sometimes it's fine having a tool, but those that know how to really use the tool will get the best out of it. It's, as I've said before, the images I get shown at work, which are examples of AI image, are rubbish and look dated. And again, interestingly enough, some of the images that Midjourney have created in terms of replacing heads and stuff have been not that good and a bit disappointing for Midjourney's normal high standards. And part of that is, I think, again, with Midjourney, just because I'm replacing a head, you still need to be very specific and detailed about the type of image, the lighting and all of that, or very descriptive to get the best out of Midjourney. So even though you're changing photographs, still use that kind of Midjourney style prompting is probably my tip. As I said, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. It's much appreciated. And of course, hit the likes because I like it, YouTube likes it, and it helps people like you find content just like this. And talking contents just like this, why don't you check out the videos over here? These ones here, right here. I think you'll like them. Thanks for watching.